Hi Gemini, and welcome to your weekly tarot reading. So I'll just pull you an additional guidance card and then we'll go and shuffle your deck. So you got the Breathe card. When the Breathe card appears, sometimes it can feel that life can be a little bit intense. So what I mean by intense is, you know, when life accelerates really fast and we need to take a step back because everything is very, very fast. It quite often talks about a lot of things coming to resolution, and its message is always, well, what's the hurry? Step back, deep breath, and just allow the process to unfold around you. But we'll find out more when we look at your card about what the Breathe. But there's, what I keep hearing, Gemini, is what's the hurry? What's the hurry? Okay, slow it down and see what wants to happen here. Hanged Man behind you, Seven of Pentacles. Okay, so all very... give me a minute. Five of Swords in relationships, okay. The King of Cups next to it. That is the answer. The Five of Swords is sometimes this card represents how other people are showing up for you. So quite often it can represent there's a little bit of, this is about winning and losing and a feeling that you're stuck in a never-ending cycle of things. Give me a minute here. Okay. Whew. And it's the King of Cups next to it is a central issue, because the way to deal with the Five of Swords is to be in the King of Cups. If other people are being idiots to you, you don't have to go down that road. You can learn to be this King of Cups, which is the King of Cool, and that's how you become something like the Queen of Wands. Your confidence, your self-esteem, your personal power. I will clarify what that Five of Swords means. That's probably what the Breathing card means, because you know that sacred, I call it the sacred pause, which is one of the most amazing tools in the world. So if people throw their emotional energy at us, we can just learn to take that sacred pause and take a step back, be the King of Cups. And oh my God, it's the most empowering, accelerating energy possible, because we're no longer playing in this sort of karmic game with people. But the Five of Swords can represent this feeling of, you said that, well, you said that. That happens to all of us, but it's almost like some of you are getting off of that wheel and growing into an awful lot of personal power and maturity here. The Hanged Man is behind you, and the Seven of Discs is the Gift. These are pretty much the same card here, okay? Definitely a card. I don't even want to use the word waiting, Gemini, because I feel that some of you might come through the screen and try and hit me, but it is, but it's the gift, which means the work's already been done. Look at the tree. She's toiled at this for 7 months, and she's just waiting for this harvest time, this sort of time to reap. And because it's the gift, there's almost a sign of, oh, okay, it's with the Two of Cups. So this could be a relationship issue here that you've been waiting to complete itself. The Fool is a challenge here. And with that Five of Swords showing up here, for some of you Gemini, this might be a relationship that you're waiting to harvest. But there might have been difficult words between yous. So getting it to this new beginning and starting on this new pathway might be the challenge. I'll be doing some clarifying, don't worry. So why is the Five of Swords showing up for Gemini? It's with the King of Pentacles. Very, very stubborn, very slow move. I love the King of Pentacles. Would be an earth sign, but obviously this is a general reading, okay? Because it's with the Five of Swords, this might be a very, very stubborn energy you're dealing with. And that's why the Fool is the challenge. So some of you, you've been waiting for this relationship to sort itself out. God, that King of Pentacles is stubborn. He moves twice a year. And maybe some of you feel that you're getting stuck in this never-ending cycle of going nowhere. I swear to God, it's that King. Now, I love all the earth signs, by the way. There's no judgment. Sometimes people get annoyed at me when I say, oh, I'm judging the earth signs. I'm not judging the earth signs. But what I'm saying is, in his shadow, it can be very stubborn. And maybe that's where the Five of Swords is showing up for you. And the Fool as a challenge would be walking down that new pathway. Now, the central issue is the King of Cups, right under the Two of Cups and the Seven of Pentacles. Play it cool, Gemini. So, when you play it cool, we have to drop the past. We have to drop the script of that Five of Swords, which is about who did what to who, and this happened. And we need to be this King of Cups who sits on his throne. I mean, he's sitting on an ocean, and he's sitting on this throne, and he's not, a hair in his head is not moving. So he's very much in that breathe energy. He's not being reactive to what's going on around him. He's just been very responsive, very, very kind, and taking everything easy. The outcome is a Queen of Wands, okay? Could be a fire sign person, or this is about, she's about confidence and self-esteem, okay? Quite often, the Queen of Wands is about mastering the energetic principles. You're confident, you're full of self-esteem. That's how people meet you. That is the answer, Gemini. So if people throw us crap and we respond as the King of Cups, our sense of confidence gets better, our belief in ourselves gets better, and people just treat us differently. So what comes after this Queen of Wands, please? What's going on here? Okay, I'm a bit confused. Give me a minute, please. Three of Wands, so, and then the Ace of Wands. So loads and loads of fire. Birthing something, but the Three of Wands is still a bit waiting for something. The shit's nearly in. Something's about to be born here, guys, but it's going to come around. There's interesting. When I get the Bereave card and the Five of Swords, it can sometimes mean being in quite a challenging environment, okay? Which tends to show up as people around us being really, really stressed and trying to pull us into it, or try to pull us into an argument, a silly debate. The power that we have in our lives, and I'm not saying we don't get pulled in, but we have the power to take a step back, to think, how am I going to respond to this? Am I going to respond to this as the King of Cups and the Queen of Wands? So in a really confident, very, very sassy, very cool way. Because that's what changes everything. Everything gets changed. I'm not saying we don't. Sometimes we get that lesson again and again till we've really shown that we are different. But the Queen of Wands is about confidence and self-esteem. The Three of Wands is still representing this desire to expand, to grow beyond your horizons, but this ship's nearly in. And then here comes this ace in your hands, this ability to birth something new, to birth this new beginning. I'm wondering, it seems to be, again, around a relationship. This card is so old, guys, because I read for a lot of relationships that have been, you know, you go into separation, then you can come back into connection. This card tends to represent it. So it's my most used card in this whole deck. This is, for a lot of you, about a relationship here. Gosh, Gemini, I get this reading for you an awful lot. There's maybe, I think the person is so stubborn, almost immovable, that King of Pentacles. He's not, but it can feel like that at times, and that's with the 7 and the 2. And the Breathe card is, what's the hurry, Gemini? What is the hurry, or can we allow things just to unfold for us, bit by bit, stage by stage? Because what you really want is that Ace of Wands, that power, and that Queen of Wands who's got the power to create her own reality, but through self-esteem, through self-belief, through self-confidence, and also that King of Cups who is very much, oh, I'm not going down that road. If someone throws crap at me, then okay, I'm going to keep graceful, I'm going to keep harmonious, and I'm going to own my fire. Very interesting reading here, guys, okay? If you want a personal reading with me, my email is in the About section. Love working with people. It's such an honour to do people's cards. And loads of love, Gemini. Very interesting what's going on here. Love you. Bye.